Hello students, I am Dr. Tanmoy Biswas. I welcome you all in my channel Chemistry, the Mystery of Molecules. I hope you all are fine. So today we are going to discuss an important MCQ on a specific field, that is electrophilic fluorination. Okay, so for that purpose I have selected a problem and which is written in front of you. See, this is a 3-methyl indole react with selectrophore. In terms of excess selectrophore, what is the major product? And by the way, if you are confused about the structure of the selectrophore, please look at here. This is the structure of the selectrophore. So I have provided 4 options in front of you and you have to find out what is the correct answer. One of them is the right answer. Okay, so a lot of chemistry to be learned in this video. By the way, I first request you, please pause the video and try by yourself, because if you do this, you can understand your level of knowledge. That is very useful for your further preparation as well as hard work. Fine. So I believe you have tried by yourself. So now it's my time to explain everything. So along with today's discussion, means mechanism of this reagent, I shall also discuss the preparation of selectrophore. I believe this reagent is pretty new for you, so I should give you a brief about the preparation also, such that you can understand its property also. Okay, so let's go to the details. First of all, nature of the reagent we'll discuss. Okay, indole, if you look at this molecule, you are very familiar with such kind of molecule because I have made lots of lecture on this heterocyclic chemistry. So if you haven't gone through them, please visit and first learn them, because they are very important for chemistry understanding, and for exam point of view also they are very important, these heterocyclic compounds. Okay, so indole is nothing but a pi excess aromatic heterocyclic compound. What do we mean by pi excess? Pi excess means for indole, actually they are aromatic, means 6 pi electron, and those are distributed over 5 atoms including the lone pair of nitrogen. That's why 6 pi electron over 5 atoms, so they are pi excess compared to benzene where 6 pi electrons are distributed over 6 carbon atoms. Fine. And because of this pi excess nucleus, they are activated for aromatic electrophilic substitution, and in case of indole they are active at C3 position. By the way, I have already uploaded a dedicated lecture on indole. I believe you should visit that video, then you can understand why generally heterocyclic compounds are C2 selective. They prefer to have AES at C2 position, whereas in case of indole, aromatic electrophilic substitution prefer to have C3 position, because this is of resonance energy factor. Please visit, as well as reactivity. And another part, if you discuss the pyrrole part of this molecule, because this in this case it's a benzene fused with pyrrole, so the pyrrole part is more reactive than benzene because electron density more, so reactivity will obviously more. Fine. Now, so this is the basic property of the indole. So if you provide any electrophile, we can expect the electrophile will react with C3. Fine. Now let's discuss little bit about electrophilic fluorination reagent. I know this term is completely new to you, so let me give you a very basic thing. Just look at the molecule NBS. And by the way, I have already discussed many lectures on such kind of chemistry, electrophilic halogenation, or I have discussed MCQ on NBS. Okay, NBS is nothing but it's N-bromosuccinamide. Fine. And in NBS we know that this bromine is delta positive and nitrogen is delta negative because of electronegativity differences. Point number 1. Second, after nucleophilic attack on bromine, the produced anion is N minus, means the produced negative charge on nitrogen is resonance stabilized by the 2 carbonyl group. Fine. So this indicates, this thing clearly explains why this bromine is electrophilic in nature. Fine. Similar kind of property you may expect for this molecule selectrophore. Just look at the molecule little closely. This BF4 salt, BF4 is a non-nucleophilic counter anion, so it will remain in order to maintain the charge balance. Fine. There are 2 reactive centers are present. For example, this one benzylic Cl, but in order to attack here you need a nucleophile. Okay, and stronger nucleophile, better to say. And another thing, reaction at this NF. Okay, why this NF I am focusing? Because if you compare this benzyl position, this is far more stable compared to this NF bond. Nitrogen is highly electronegative, fluorine is highly electronegative, and additionally after nucleophilic attack on fluorine, the nitrogen will be neutral. So it's a good leaving group. In case of NBS, it is negative, and why this happens? Because the negative charge is stabilized. But in case of this selectrophore, after the nucleophilic attack, the nitrogen became neutral charge. That is the advantage. And we know, fluorine always prefer to form a stable bond, like carbon fluorine bond. But in case of nitrogen fluorine, is not that much stable, because this is a bond between nitrogen and fluorine, two electronegative atoms. Fine. So that's why it will react. Now, so nucleophilic attack on fluorine will occur to result in a CF bond formation. Understood? This will happen. And will act as a nucleophile? This indole, spirole moiety of this indole, and second C3 position. So let's discuss the mechanism. So what happens? If you look at very closely, the lone pair of nitrogen first pushes here, and this goes and attack this fluorine, and it come back. So along with that, what it produces? This neutral amine derivative. And we know the nature of the leaving group is also a determining factor for a reaction. Okay, substitution reaction, this aromatic electrophilic substitution. So ultimately what it will produce? It will produce this cationic species, and this is resonance stabilized by the lone pair of the nitrogen. Means this lone pair will push here, and in this way this carbocation will be stabilized. So this is Me, this is F. By the way, in this case, why this is more stable? Because every atom having 8 electron, means octet field. Okay, fine. So now a single question: what next time a nucleophile will attack here? Why? Because generally we are discussing about aromatic electrophilic substitution. Yes, that is obviously possible when there is no methyl. Instead of methyl, there is a hydrogen. Then what happened? This hydrogen could be abstracted, aromaticity could be regained, but this methyl abstraction is not that much easy. So what happens? In this case, water present in the medium, because see, acetonitrile and water 1:1 provided, so that water can act as a nucleophile. And nucleophile means it will go and attack this center. So after removal of proton, it became OH derivative. Fine. And another thing, why H2O attacks? A simple question. H2O is more nucleophilic than acetonitrile. Second, this carbocation is a 6 electron species. I believe there is a stability, but it is not that much stable that this cation can survive forever. Okay, so water will attack. Fine. In next stage, what can happen? See, this nitrogen has a lone pair, this, and it can push here. This can go, and this, because fluorine is benzylic. So fluorine can leave. So ultimately this quinonoid type derivative, orthoquinonoid type derivative can be produced. Now interesting part. See, this proton now became allylic, and we know that abstraction of allylic proton is relatively easier. Why? Because the produced carbon ion is resonance stabilized, so it will be abstracted. And another thing, so if this got abstracted, what can happen? It will come here, this will come here, this. And what is the driving force? Driving force is regaining the aromaticity, because the aromaticity of the benzene nucleus was hampered because of this step. Okay, so you may think that reaction, it will produce this. And now this nitrogen minus can abstract a proton, means in this way, and be neutralized. Fine. Now that's true, we have understood. Now look at this part. This is actually a enol. And we know that enols are more nucleophilic than simple double bond. Why? Because the lone pair of oxygen is in the conjugation with the double bond. They are more nucleophilic. So this and this, in this way they will react with electrophile. Fine. So that's why, and this is more reactive than the parent indole derivative. Okay. So it will instantly undergo reaction with selectrophore, because we have taken selectrophore in excess. So you may think that this will push, this will go and attack, and it will go back similar way. So what it will result? So another fluorine introduction will occur, and after this lone pair pushing, the oxygen will have a formal positive charge, and that positive charge will be neutralized by removal of 1 H plus. So after that it will become a double bond. So this is the overall product. Okay. Now a simple question. Actually what this selectrophore is doing, First molecule of selectrophore is responsible for the oxidation, means OH group introduction here, and second molecule of selectrophore is responsible for electrophil, means final fluorination. In both case electrophilic fluorination occur, but final consequence one fluorine is there. So this is the overall mechanism for this process. I know this reaction is little different than traditional chemistry, but I suggest you please read it, because nowadays questions are coming from advanced topics, so you must be prepared for that. Fine. So now what is the answer? Answer of the problem is this one. Okay. So now if such kind of question comes in your exam, how can you solve within 30 seconds? First of all, when I have given the structure of selectrophore here, you need to understand that this fluorine NF bond is not stable and it is attached to a cationic nitrogen. So this nucleophilic attack will happen on this point. First one, point number one. Second, where the reaction will occur? Reaction will occur here, means this is a C3 position. Fine. And please look at when something is written in excess. So something is happening. Okay, and in this case I believe you have to write 1 or 2 lines, because such kind of chemistry is not traditional like named reactions. So if you write this, then you can easily understand what could be the product. By the way, another technique is there, that is process of elimination. So this indole is capable for C3 substitution, so this is not possible, point number one. Second, that see the methyl group is gone, not possible here. And third option is NF bond formation here, that is also not stable, because we are talking about instability of NF. Why one unstable bond can result in another unstable bond? Not possible. So which option left? Only this. So if you don't know the chemistry properly, based on your common sense, you can do. And how common sense could be developed? First of all, study. Second of all, practice. And third is your own intuition. Okay, so in this way you can solve the problem easily if you don't know the chemistry also. But see, tricks are good when you have enough knowledge. So before following tricks, please try to gather adequate knowledge such that you become a completely eligible for examination. Fine. Now let's discuss the second part, that is the preparation of selectrophore. See, this selectrophore is a selective nitrogen reagent. What do I mean by this statement? You may think that you can draw this. This is a nitrogen, this is a nitrogen, another this. So from that you can clearly understand that the lone pairs having a directional property. Please remember this term, that is directional property. Okay, so since the lone pair has the directional property, so it will act as a better nucleophile than simple amine. Okay, fine. Now, so that's why it reacts with DCM, which is actually a relatively inert in nature, because among all chlorinated solvents like methyl chloride, DCM, chloroform and carbon tetrachloride, DCM is very, very less reactive. Okay, fine. So in this case what it will result? First, it's a substitution result. You may consider it as a SN2 type reaction. Fine. Point number one. Second, the counter anion Cl is replaced by tetrafluoroborate. Why? Because tetrafluoroborate is a non-nucleophilic, non-basic anion, and I suggest you, I have already uploaded a lecture on this concept. You can visit for better understanding. Fine. So, sorry, there should be a positive charge. Fine. So now another, just look at, there is another one lone pair left which can undergo reaction, and for that purpose fluorine is used. Okay, fluorine is used, and we know fluorine means is a F bond, and this fluorine's electronegativity is very high, so it is prone to undergo attack by a nucleophile. So this will attack, it will leave. F minus is highly stable. So in this way this reagent will be prepared, and second, in the reaction medium we have used sodium tetrafluoroborate, which will replace the another fluoride anion to produce the 2-tetrafluoroborate anion. And another thing, see, just look at here, temperature is minus 35 degree. Why low temperature? Because fluorine is very reactive. That's why low temperature is essential, and this excessive reactivity of fluorine is the biggest disadvantage for the development of fluorine chemistry. Because if you look at the halogen series like fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, all the halogen atoms chemistry except fluorine was developed pretty early, but fluorine was not, because of its excessive reactivity. So in this way this reagent is prepared. Okay, And another thing, other electrophilic fluorination reagents, so we have discussed only one, there are few others also. For example, you can see this derivative, this N-fluoroorthobenzene disulfonamide, NFOBS. So in this case, what happens? These two reagents are similar. Okay, N-fluorobenzene sulfonamide. So what happened? In this case, the nucleophile attacks, and what happens? This goes, means it produces an N minus, and the N minus is stabilized by the conjugation of this S double bond O, means a 2SO2 group. So you may think that, sir, is it that much, this is the resonance that much stable that it stabilizes so efficiently? Yes, and one realistic example I want to give you, that is trifluidic acid, means this one. So I am not writing exactly same thing. So 3SO2CF3. So see, so if we abstract this proton, means this proton from the CH bond, what we can expect will be produced? We can expect that CS double bond O CF3, and two other I am not writing, SO2 CF3. And the negative charge is on the carbon atom. Actually, because of the resonance means this and this, and withdrawing effect of 3CF3, this anion is extremely stable, and this is actually, you may consider the conjugate acid of this CH bond, and this conjugate acid is very stable, so we can consider this is a very strong acid, and actually this is the case, because this molecule is named as, let me write some other place, this molecule is named as trifluidic acid, and this is nothing but a superacid. Okay, superacid means that CH bond acts as a superacid, because we know that we consider CH bonds are pretty inert, but this resonance make it a pretty excessively reactive. That's why this is superacid, and I have uploaded a dedicated video on this. Please visit for better understanding, and I believe such kind of knowledge may help you to understand why this is electrophilic and how much stabilization on the nitrogen anion possible because of this SO2. Fine. And another interesting point it may come in your mind, that, sir, for bromination we take pure bromine, means Br. For chlorination we take Cl. For iodination we take iodine as a compound. But why don't we take fluorine directly as a reagent for electrophilic fluorination? That is because the extreme reactivity of fluorine. So extreme reactivity means less selectivity, and that's why anywhere fluorination can occur. And that in order to reduce the excessive reactivity, such kind of selectophore, means these reagents are developed. Okay, so that is the main background why such kind of reagent chemistry is developed, so such that you can control the reactivity, because controlled reactivity means controlled selectivity, more reactivity means less selectivity, and less reactivity means more selectivity. But if you go very less reactivity, then kinetics will hamper you. So you need moderate reactivity. So in moderate reactivity with moderate selectivity, and that is the biggest motivation to design such kind of reagent like selectrophore. Okay, so this is the overall discussion. Now let's discuss about the conclusion. Is what we have learned today. We have learned the electrophilic fluorination reaction possible using cationic NF compound like selectrophore point. Neutral also possible, I have explained. And indole is more reactive for AES, and its selectivity is for C3 position because it is attached to pyrrole, and the resonance stabilization means this part. So this lone pair pushes and this goes attack the electrophile. Okay, very brief. You visit the video about indole, you can understand it better way. Selectrophore is prepared from monocationic salt of Dabco by direct fluorination, like reaction with fluorine. And excessive reactivity of elemental fluorine result in a mixture of product I said just some time before, and that's why it's less selectivity, which could be resolved by selective fluorinated agent, just we have discussed some time before. Okay, so this is the overall discussion for today, and this is the end of this discussion. And if you really like my teaching, I request you please press the like button and write your opinion in the comment box, and share this video among your friend if you think my hard work is worthy. And most importantly, if you think my channel is providing good content, please subscribe this channel, Chemistry the Mystery of Molecule, and please press the bell icon such that you get the notification of every single video I upload. So thank you again. Before leaving, thank you again for watching this video. Before leaving, stay happy, stay blessed. See you in my next video. All the best.